Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, then welcome. Today's pick a card reading is an interesting one. We are going to see what are people saying about your glow up. In front of me, I have 3 different options, each with a different stone. Choose the one that really calls out to you. This is group 1, group 2, and group 3. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. Okay, so what are people saying about your glow up? Okay, so we start off with Leo here. So you guys, you are coming across now to people like you are stepping into this bold, courageous type of energy. You are not hanging out on the sidelines or in the background. You are stepping out in center stage, like with main character vibes, okay? You just come across like you're owning who you are, you're owning your path, and it's all reflecting. So yes, people find you to be attractive, but it's like from the inside out, So you're literally like glowing is what I'm seeing. And you're coming across as being like magnetically attractive. In fact, just like these flowers are like all around her. I feel like that's you guys. You're like blossoming. Okay. And like the more people see you, the more they want to see you. Like you have like this addictive presence and vibe to you. Some of you, like, you may have even taken like a break from social media or from seeing people. I just see you getting back to that, like reconnecting because you're like reconnected with yourself. I now see that as like, again, like a reflection and you posting more on social media than you were. Okay. Just like, again, just showing up, just sharing, as well as like reconnecting with friends and family that you haven't talked to or seen for quite a while is what I'm seeing. So that's all great to see, group 1. I also feel like, okay, so you're coming across, like I said, like you are bold. You are your passionate, lively self. I feel like, you have this sense of humor that, when the world can be serious, it's like such a gift to bring that sense of humor with you and get the whole group laughing. I see you coming alive again. Like it's been a while, And it has like, I may have said this before for group 1, maybe not, but it has like that girl, this girl is on fire, fire. Okay, the Alicia Keys song. That's like the energy that I'm getting from you guys. And like, you just, even you walk with a purpose now, like it's cool. You guys are literally, and you're making moves, I see, like for your future and stuff. That's amazing, group 1. Let's take a look at my cards to get a glimpse even further into what are people saying about your glow up. So with this new bold energy, although I feel like you guys were always bold, but it's like now, like you're really stepping into your power and owning who you are. So you come across as being confident, and what's more attractive than that? A confident person who is just themselves. You're just being authentic, and you're just doing what you're passionate about. And I see you totally lighting up, and you light those around you up. So like the way that you are is inspiring to people, whether they consciously realize that or not. Okay. So what are they saying about you though? They're saying like, wow, like you come across like you've got it going on. Okay. You have that it factor, and they're intrigued by you. They like want to know, like, what are you going to say or do next? Okay. You keep people on the edge of their seat. Very bold, blunt energy coming through here. Kind of like an Aries. I know it says Leo. And Aries and Leo, they can be similar in that way. People, they see you as being fierce with a heart. Okay, so yeah, with that bold, confident energy comes this fierceness. But you have a heart though, okay? Like you want the best for yourself. You want the best for everyone around you. So you mean well. And that's an amazing balance to have. Okay, there is also something coming through about your style. Okay, I feel like you're switching it up. You're doing something different and it's working. I see people talking about that. They think, you just aesthetically got it going on, is what I'm seeing. Also, there's something different coming across about your hair. People like it all, like everything just goes together well, okay? That's what I'm seeing about your glow up. We have my family card that came through. So if some of you are a parent, I see that, people think you're doing an amazing job with your kids as well as juggling everything else that you have going on. If you don't have kids, okay, this could just be you with the family that you do have. Okay, they see you as being there for them. And, people are saying like that's amazing. Like you come across as someone who is supportive, who is there for people. And that goes a long way. Even if it's never acknowledged, like directly to you. Somebody is telling somebody, okay, in your family, how appreciative they are of you. You are coming across as being alpha, okay? So somebody who is really like taking charge with their life. I also see you, this is interesting, as stepping into this leadership like role. So you could be managing people, you could be directing them, telling them what to do, communicating to them. If none of that resonates with you, it's just saying like that's you in general now. Although some of you, I'm even getting like boss vibes, like you could be a boss. You could be a boss of your own business. Yeah, I'm getting boss vibes. Interesting. Alpha, leader, boss vibes. But at the same time, this is also interesting that this came out. We have you work well together, team player. Okay, so you're also like working well with either somebody, okay, it could be a business partner or anybody you have to work with or communicate with. I'm seeing, it's like there's like this, it's like your life's like a puzzle. And I feel like the pieces are finally, it's got that feeling of they're finally coming together, which is amazing. So whether you are in like the boss or in a leadership position, I see you doing that well. When the time calls for it and you have to be like a team player with somebody, I see you doing that well. So that's amazing. Group one. Don't see you as, oh, I have to be the leader or I have to be a team player. No, I see you doing it all. Okay. So, and that's all part of your glow up. Okay. And that's what people are saying as well. Like people recognize you as being this amazing leader. Okay. You're direct. You communicate well. You're fair. And whoever this person or several people are that you're working with as a team player, this could be anybody you have to deal with. Anybody. Okay. They think you're great. You're great to work with. That's what they're saying. You definitely have this fun, spontaneous vibe to you, though. That's where that fiery nature comes in to play. Okay, so even if you're not a fire sign, I get that you act like a fire sign energetically and vibe-wise. And you say or do things that, like I said, like keeps people on the edge of their seat. And I see you just coming more into that playful energy. And it's just, I feel like, you come across like the life of the party. You make any moment feel fun and exciting. Okay. Like it could be like the simplest of things like shopping or work, and you bring the liveliness and it makes life feel fun is what I'm seeing. And again, that's such a gift to people. One of your gifts, group one, is definitely like you lighten the seriousness of the world by who you are, your comedic twist that you have with situations, and just like I said, like that spontaneity and just you being you. You're also charismatic. I just see you really like stepping into all these like amazing qualities that you have. And people, whether they're saying it or not, they're definitely noticing it. You are also a magnet to, those being who are attracted to you and romantically interested in you is what I'm seeing. And with that, the more it's like a moth to a flame. And if you don't notice that now, like I see you noticing that after you check out this video, whenever that is, because it's timeless. But yeah, so a lot of these people might be like the opposite of what you normally go for, but I see with like an open mind that could be a gift, okay, from what you're used to dealing with. Hey, group number 1, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. If you have any questions, and feel free to book a personal reading with me anytime. You can email me your questions and choose a payment option on Linktree. All that information is in the description box, or you can find it in the community tab. Thank you all so much for being here. Bye, guys. Hey, group number 2. Okay, so what are people saying about your glow up? All right, so we start off with Sagittarius. So you guys energetically are coming across to people like a Sagittarius, okay? You guys are coming across like you are an enthusiastic person, passionate person. I just see you lighting up, especially when you're talking or doing whatever it is that you're passionate about. And I see that inspiring others. All of a sudden I see them light up, them start to, it's like you ignite this passionate flame in others, and all of a sudden they want to do like what they're passionate about, okay? And you have this very creative, artistic side to you guys as well, and I just see you really diving into that, okay? So maybe before you were kind of blocked, like you had these ideas but you didn't know exactly like how to execute them. I see that, in a more relaxed period, like whenever you hear this video, because it's timeless, and I just see like inspiration flooding you, and then all of a sudden I see you guys knowing what to do and taking off with all these amazing ideas. I see people being like, wow, they're inspired by it, they're talking about it, whatever it is that you guys do, it's like amazing. I get like this lighthearted, carefree vibe from you guys, real bubbly, like positive. Okay, good vibes. In fact, the Beach Boys song is hitting my mind as I tap into it. I'm giving up good vibrations. Okay, yeah, that's you guys. In fact, I'm just getting like this big smile. I feel like you guys are starting to smile. You're starting to feel more carefree and lighthearted, and it's coming across now. And, it's just a magnet to people. Like, yeah, they think you're attractive, but like I told group 1, this is like inside. This is like the inside coming, reflected on the outside, basically. Some of you might be traveling more, and posting it, so it looks like you're having the time of your life. I just get like new experiences either way, whether it's with travel or not. Okay, so I do see you guys like closing the door on what you would consider like your old life, the heavier, feelings, and then stepping into like this new chapter of life where you just feel lighter, freer, breezy, And yeah, and I just see like you are stepping more into the flow of life. So things are happening more effortlessly. Okay, so let's take a look at my cards to get a glimpse even further into what are people saying about your glow up. Okay, so we have wild. Okay, so what I get with wild is like you guys are coming across as being more of a free spirit. Okay, so think like in the tarot, like the Fool card. Okay, so whereas before maybe, things were a bit more routine, a little bit more predictable. I feel like you guys are stepping outside of that type of box, okay? And just kind of like doing what comes to you in each moment and with each activity. So like I said, like being more led from inspiration than the analytical mind, the logical mind. Some of you are stepping into an unconventional path, okay? Something that you're doing. Not a lot of people, it's not that not a lot of people are doing it, but like you don't know a lot of people personally who are doing it. So you might know people on social media that are doing it, but yeah. And I see people being like, ooh, like they're intrigued. They're curious about it. They think you're brave. They want to know, like, how's this going to go, And in that way, you are kind of seen like to be a bit of a risk taker, but that's you being authentic and following your path, you know? So in that way, you do kind of come across like a wild card, so to speak. Okay, so we have player. I'm not getting that you necessarily come across as being like a player. What's actually coming to me with this is that it's more like people see you as being a catch, so they know that you can be choosy when it comes to dating. And, you know, I feel like people, they already assume like you probably get hit up a lot. So if this person's not into like competing for you, like it kind of weeds people out. Because I do see like a lot of people do want a shot with you, even if they don't message you. So you could be like, what? Like, I don't hear from that many people. This is why, okay? But, you know, I do see, though, that even shifting whenever you hear this video, because I feel like you're just becoming more and more of a magnet to people. The more you step into your authentic self and are, you know, doing you and whatever it is that you're into, and just, you know, that passionate type of energy, it's going to draw more people towards you. Even though you might have less time for these people, you know, but even that could change. Like I see like people getting busy and then not, you know, it lightening up. But anyway, yeah, so you're going to have people like knowing that you're getting hit up, you know, and they have to bring their A game, so to speak, to even approach you. So that's what I'm seeing. People psyching themselves up to even approach you. Okay, so we have self-serving. You're definitely putting yourself first, and that's not selfish. That is like you saying, if that's like the saying, you know, if you don't fill your own cup up, how can you fill anyone else's cup? You know what I mean? So you have to give to yourself to be able to serve others, and that's good. And so what I'm seeing is, though, you guys do have this vibe and energy about you where you've got the crown on. You know what I mean? And you're coming across like that queen or king, and nobody's going to take that crown off. No, is what I'm seeing. And like I said, like people know, like they're either going to be they're either on the same page as you, or they're not even going to bother. Okay, that's the type of energy you guys have now. So what are they saying? These people that are interested in you romantically, they are checking out your social media if you have it. They're showing their friends or family or whoever's close to them. And they're like, look at this person. Look at their life. Like, you come across as being interesting, attractive. So many people would like to get to know is what I'm seeing. Like I said, you have that queen or king vibe. Ooh, somebody in particular is coming through as a Virgo, and a message card also came through. It's funny how this wants to come through on a glow up reading. They say, I feel like we made a mistake. Okay, so for some of you, this could be somebody you were romantically involved with, especially if that message resonates for you. This person feels like you two made a mistake. You should not have let this connection go. They think deep down, whether they admit it or not, that you two could be something amazing. For those of you that feel like there is a Virgo that came to mind, but it's a newer connection, so you weren't romantically involved with them yet, like somebody you saw and talked to whenever, this message may not make sense to you. Okay, so that's only meant for those that were romantically involved to any capacity with this person. But if it's a newer connection, it's not what they're saying. What they're saying is like they know things are rocky, but they still have hope that you two could be something. Okay. All right. So you guys are also coming across like you are fierce and determined. Okay. So you have this very like, you're coming across confidently, like you know who you are, you know where you're going in life. So that's the fierceness, and you're determined. You've got this laser-like focus. So some of you are definitely making moves in the silence, but those that know like what you're up to and what you're working on, again, I just get like inspired. Okay, they're talking about it. They're like, wow, like, you know, you are juggling a lot. You're getting it done. You do amazing at whatever you're doing. It's just, yeah. Awe-inspiring is like what comes to me about that. Then we have outspoken, which is interesting because I definitely get you guys can be like extroverted, like depending on your mood is like how you come across. But we have outspoken. So what comes to me about that is, yes, you know, you could be becoming more social than you possibly were in the past. But even more so than that, I feel like you're speaking your truth. You know, like when it comes to you to do so in any given moment, I feel like that's what you're doing. Like I get throat chakra opening up for you, you know, and you guys, I feel like you already were good communicators, but now it's like you don't shy away from it. You know what I mean? You own it. You own it in each moment that it comes to you to do so. And I see people noticing that. Some could be saying like, whoa, like so-and-so, they're, you know, I didn't expect them to say that, you know? And again, it's just you being true to yourself, finding your voice and speaking. Okay, like I was saying though, even more so than people like saying this to others, I see them noticing it about you. Definite noticeable changes. Okay, group number 2, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. If you have any questions and would like to book a personal reading with me, feel free to anytime. You can email me your questions and choose a payment option on Linktree. All that information is in the description box, or you can find it in the community tab. Thank you all so much for being here. Bye, guys. Hey, group number 3. Okay, so what are people saying about your glow up? Okay, so we start off with Pisces here. So energetically, you guys are coming across like a Pisces. Okay, so I feel like you have gone through some kind of spiritual transformation, which has unlocked your intuition as well as like spiritual gifts. Okay, so I feel like you guys can get a good read on people. So that's interesting. So you're very no nonsense. You definitely you're drawn to what's real is what I'm getting. Okay, so you see right through like the fluff, the BS, you know. And for that very reason, I feel like some of you have literally switched who you hang out with now. I get a total like you having to close the door on like your old life and opening the door to like a new life. And now you like gravitate more towards like high vibe people, so to speak, you know, people who are leveling up. You're too aware to be involved with those that just aren't doing the same, basically. People have definitely noticed a change in you, okay? Like, you're glowing from the inside out, you know? You are really stepping into your power. You guys are definitely the phoenix rising from the ashes, okay? And whenever you hear this video, because it's timeless, I feel like you really are stepping into a much lighter, happier, freer space than where you were. Okay, and that's what I mean about closing the door on the old life and entering this new life. So overall, people, they see you as being happier, you know? And what's more attractive than that? I feel like you're also like going down this path that's authentic to you. It could be unconventional for some of you. And just like really like living it up, you know? Like making the best of each moment is what I'm getting. And with that, I feel like your presence is healing to others. So people feel better in your presence and they don't even know why. To some, I feel like you're unrecognizable now. That's how much you've changed, group 3. So I definitely see people talking about that. Like, who are you? Like, you know, and people may even joke like, what have you done with so-and-so? Meaning, you know, how you used to be. So that's interesting. But yeah, I mean, like I said, like those that are on that same wavelength as you, they're going to shift with you. And those that aren't are going to shift away is what I'm seeing. Okay, let's take a look at my cards to get a glimpse even further into what are people saying about your glow up. You come across like this ray of sunshine. Okay, I just get this like smile on my face. Like you guys just, you're lit, you know, you're lit up and you're just shining. And like the sun in this card, you just come across as like being happy and like you smile now. You may not have been like a big smiler in the past, but I see it. So that's cool to see, group 1. And I feel like it's contagious. Like you get those in your presence smiling, you know. And right along with that same wavelength, you get people feeling like anything is possible. Like everything's going to be all right. Okay, I get Bob Marley vibes and not only that, but like anything is possible. Okay, so it's a very free, islandy feeling to have. So along with that, these good vibes, it's like I see that your money and financial situation is turning for the better, group 3. And there is something that you're doing that I see taking off, okay? Then we have my card. Success has come so easily to you. Okay, so some people see your success and think that it came easily to you, and they're saying that. Other people, they know better. They know that it took a lot more than anything you'd ever broadcast or post about, you know, like there were behind the scenes, there were late nights, there were you working on something, you know, putting that time and energy and focus to the point where you have had to say, you know, not hang out with people to do this. But I get success is coming through strong. And for some of you, you're coming across like a celebrity, okay? You could be in the spotlight, or, you know, you could be in a band. You could just be doing something, like I said, that's like unconventional and in the spotlight somehow. And you could have fans, you know? And yeah, and if you do, they're definitely talking about you, you know? They love whatever it is that you're doing. They want to know more about you. That's the other thing about you guys. You have this mysteriousness that keeps them guessing. You definitely like your private life to be private, and it makes sense. So yeah, that mysterious air about you keeps people guessing whether they know you for real or whether they're a fan. For some of you, it could be a social media influencer. Hey, group 3, if you are doing something that is in the spotlight, leave a comment and tell me what it is, because I'm curious now. Either way, though, I'm seeing you guys, you have something with speaking and your words and communicating. So I feel like you guys were always like great communicators, natural teachers. Some of you could be teachers. That's also in the spotlight. Okay, so it doesn't have to be celebrity status. But like what I'm saying is you guys are definitely showing up like you are in the spotlight somehow, and that you communicate. Okay, so whatever that is, either way though, even if you're not, you know, in the spotlight, it's like you can be a celebrity. You come across like a celebrity in your own way. Like you could have a lot of people that know you and, you know, just treat you like, hey, you know, whenever they see you. And, you know, whatever you post too could get like a lot of attention. Could have a big following. But either way, what I'm seeing is you really stepping into whatever it is that you do. So you're owning who you are, you're owning what you're doing, you're showing up fully. And this is getting people like drawn to you like a magnet is what I'm seeing. So they're treating you like a celebrity, even if you're not one, is my point. And success is coming to you, if not already. I feel like your communication is just so on point. Like you just keep perfecting it. So yeah, I see people just, you know, they're definitely talking about your success. They think you're attractive, you're interesting. You keep things very like, you have a very like laid back approach is what I'm getting. You can also be funny, but you're mysterious. Like people don't know like what goes on in your life. So you keep them wondering and guessing. Yeah, I'm just really getting like people saying like they want to know more about you. It's interesting. Okay, group number 3, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. If you have any questions and would like to book a personal reading with me, feel free to anytime. You can email me your questions and choose a payment option on Linktree. All that information is in the description box in YouTube, or you can find it in the community tab. Thank you all so much for being here. Bye, guys.